What is up, everybody? ViscountKdub here, and Camper Grant's trip is going almost too well with the Johto Titans and company winning their first 3 cups flawlessly. So are there any warning signs of losing in the Poké Cup, Master Ball, or Prime Cup? Well, I'll give this team credit for what it has going for it. It's very well balanced, switching out is made easy due to type coverage and presence, and the power output is spot on, reliable, and modifiable. They don't fear birds, fish, confusion, sleep, or even psychic types. Except Mew, who has all the outs to any of these Pokemon, but you're hard-pressed to find any perfect matchup against it. Seriously though, I'm feeling so confident that we have all we need to win right here. Let's go for that flawless run. On with the Gauntlet. Okay, let's start off the Master Ball against Pokefan Carmen. Sorry, the video's a little jittery. Her team is very annoying, so we have to overwhelm her team very quickly. So let's bring out the big guns stat with for Alligator. Alright, Azumarill comes out first. Ironically, Azuman is going to use Attract. So let's send an Earthquake first before I can do that. Get some damage in. Yep, there it is. That's fine, we're not playing the Attract game. Let's switch out. Alright, we got James. Sludge Bomb's ready to go. Giga Drain ready to go. Very effective, and we've just reset the battle. Okay, Togetic is next. That's fine. It runs an Encore set. Just to be on the safe side, let's put it to sleep. Perfect. Now we can build Swords Dances. Turn 1 of sleep. Now, I don't know how confident I am about how long Togetic is going to sleep. So we're only going to use 1 turn of that for Swords Dance, and let's just lob Sludge Bombs now. And yep, it's enough. Stab Poison really helped us. Alright, perfect. We outspeed that. Sludge Bomb. And we win. The only focus spin to worry about was Togetic's. We're out. Yeah, the Johto Titans are just doing so well as generals. I could send them out, not feel any sort of fear. Youngster Wyatt, who cares? Pidgeot's got a Berserk Gene. The Primeape can use Cross Chop. I don't care. I don't have normal types anymore. I've got variety. And plenty of Earthquake users, which means Nidoqueen is not a threat. We're going to start off with Dugtrio. Oh, Ditto already, huh? Well, okay. And he's switching. Well, this is going to eat an Earthquake. Okay, it's Pinsir, that's fine. Never fear, we have Rock Slide. Awesome, critical hit. Got it before it could Swords Dance or Guillotine. And Primeape. We can contend with it. It's just risky. Because 1 Earthquake isn't going to do it. He's going to go for Cross Chop. If this crits, Dugtrio's down. And he lives. We're good. That Cross Chop was powered up not only by his levels, but the Black Belt. Alright. Ditto has a Quick Claw. And, hey, it doesn't kick in, so we send an Earthquake. Tons of damage. It transforms anyway, so let's move to the safer choice for Alligator. I'm not risking the Tide Speed Battle and Quick Claw advantage. Body Slam. And Earthquake, of course. We can survive both. And you are done. It is a good thing that we have a mix of weak and strong, or like, you know, glass cannon Pokemon. Not everything is just a straight up tank. The occasional glass cannon isn't bad. Fire Breather Cliff comes in with his fire-ish team. And the best medicine for that is use fire. We're going to use Typhlosion. Okay, Dodrio's fine. We even go first. And we burn it right off the bat. Try attack? Oh, status. Well, at least the attack is down. We can take one more. I feel like if you use Try Attack and it paralyzes, it should be able to, like, overwrite the other status with another one. Like, you know, how when it's freeze and Try Attack can actually unfreeze a freeze, you know? I don't know. It doesn't work with paralysis or burns. Just wishful thinking. Let's burn the Executor. I don't know how much more abuse we're going to take. Alright, Magmar comes out. Well, let's see what we can do. Oh, he sets up the sun. That's fine. I went for Earthquake. One shot? Almost. I'm not sticking around. Let's go for Alligator. Totally fine. Flamethrower. Earthquake knockout. No focus band to speak of, so we are out of Battle 3. Pretty easy for the third battle in. Thank you, Cliff, for bringing the Executor along. Typhlosion burned right through it. Although it did get paralyzed. That was annoying. Stupid Try Attack. Let's go to Battle 4 against Biker Dylan. And here, I really don't have any qualms about bringing almost any type to the battle because it all works. Except maybe the grass type. Well, even still the grass type, it works. I'm a little more worried about it being a pure grass type, you know. That's why we'll bring Typhlosion. This Cloyster should not scare you, even if you have a fire type. You should just go for Fire Blast. Cloyster's special defense is awful. But, he's switching it out. Even Rhydon's special defense isn't that great. Look how much a Stab Fire Blast did. That's decent damage. We can continue and Earthquake. Rhydon does not have a rock move or a ground move. Instead, it went for Surf. Okay, I admit, I did have a Surfing Rhydon at one time, but, you know, not what you would expect in a competition like this. They'll put anything on the computer Pokemon. Alright, Venusaur's no trouble, unless the Focus Band kicks in. See, he's using Venusaur over Cloyster, and of course the Focus Band did kick in. 4 Giga Drains to go. Let's hope Fire Blast hits this time. I mean, Thunder Punch. Okay, it's gone. Well, that Venusaur is pretty enduring. Like, it's pretty steadfast. It can use, like, Endure, and it's a Focus Band, so, like, it can last. That Cloyster had a Quick Claw, so thankfully we survived the Surf. Fire Blast, and with the critical hit, that puts an end to Battle 4. Pretty easy. Typhlosion's like one of our best generals. So well-rounded. Unfortunately, we can't really use it to start against Molly. We need Littlefoot. We need to use Leech Seed on whatever comes out. And of course, it's the Girafarig. Girafarig that has troubled many a team before. But it has Leech Seed on it, so that is a huge step. These double teams may matter, but at least we can recover our HP in 2 ways now. Double team is working already. At least the Leech Seed offsets Girafarig's leftovers. Yep. Speed up. But what are you going to switch to? That's the real question. What water tank is it? You are really building this up. Okay. And it's Polysode. Okay. Well, that's fine. Especially we got a critical hit on that, bypassing the double teams. I thought for sure it was going to go for like Body Slam because the Ice Punches would probably be too weak, but no, Politoed does have some decent special attack. We just need one Body Slam to hit, and yeah, we're not going to get that. Don't freeze. Alright. Thank you. Please hit. Darn it. Alright. Please don't freeze here. That would be terrible. Okay. We live, and we have more leftovers coming. Second Mon comes in. We have half health. Okay, Mr. Mime and Girafarig are the only things left. They both have Psybeam and Psychic as their only attacks. And with the critical hit Psychic, Littlefoot cannot use Leech Seed and, you know, constantly recover us. So we need a change of game plan here. Let's just go all out. Let's send out for Alligator. I probably should have used Glimmer first. Because, yeah, it knows Reflect. And, of course, I was going to use Earthquake, but I wasn't counting on Mr. Mime's Quick Claw to kick in. That's Pokemon. You take risks, like using Hydro Pump. And, you know, it missing. With no evasion boosts yet. That Meditate is pointless, by the way. Okay, landed one Hydro Pump. Oh, he's already passing. Girafarig returns. I just go for Hydro Pump just because. The announcer thought he was going to faint. Alright, we can't play nice anymore. Especially after another missed Hydro Pump. So we'll have to switch over to Earthquakes. I mean, we're under Reflect, so... I decided to curse up, because why not? I figure if we're going to get a hit, it better count. Girafarig continues to recover. More double teaming. Come on, hit. Okay. Alright, well that was extremely helpful. One more hit on whichever Pokemon. And meanwhile, he's just going to keep passing back and forth. I don't know why they are not attacking. They have Psybeam, Psychic. I mean, yeah, you guys took too long. All those boosts are gonzo.
Just one Pokémon remains. This Pokémon is rejoining the battle. This is the last Pokémon. It was working with the leftovers.
Alright. Can we outspeed? No, we can't. We have Curse.
It increased in division.
Alright, one stage. Can we beat the odds?
Now one more.
Yeah, we can. With a normally 100% accurate move, you got it. We did have a casualty. Sorry, Littlefoot. That critical hit Psychic did you in. That's okay. We're moving on to Battle 6. Time to offset the cheapness with easiness. Yeah, Chen's team is not a big deal. If you can get past the Umbreon, you're fine. And there's almost no way he doesn't use it. He's programmed to use this thing. I'm convinced. So what better way to take down an Umbreon than to sabotage it right back? Let's put it to sleep. Beautiful. Now, something you probably shouldn't do all the time on this battle is raise your attack power because of all the confusion, but it's okay. As long as Umbreon's sleeping and it has to use Mean Look, we're fine. That's fine. And with that, James has done his job. That's literally all I brought him for. Yeah, contending with Gengar would be nice, but we just can't. That's a job for Doug Trio. Or Doug Trio. Yep, Mean Look, that's fine. Now, just in case it goes for Destiny Bond... Oh, he's switching. I did use Substitute. That way we can bypass confusion. And Murkrow's fine. We have Rock Slide. Let's go for that. Yep, Mean Look. Okay. If it weren't for the Berry Juice, maybe Body Slam would have knocked it out. But there we go. 2 Pokemon down. We're left with a Gengar that can't use Destiny Bond, can't use Confuse Ray, is relegated to Mean Look and Nightshade. It does not have a Focus Band. You're out of here. Izzy Pickens. This team is just such a break from Battle 5. I know that's not the case in the later rounds. Just let me have this one. Let me relish in the easiness, the facility of it all. And you know what? I like the semifinal battle too. It feels like a battle. Wow, we're too evenly matched. It's too evenly matched. I can't use Littlefoot, so yeah, Typhlosion has to take the stage. And hey, setting me up. There goes Sunny Day. One hit knockout with Fire Blast? No! Body Slam. Is there a battle where Typhlosion doesn't get paralyzed? Seriously, this is getting annoying. We can take a Solar Beam. Whatever. Alright. Not paralyzed. Fire Blast. Hits. With the sun up. With stab. No way you're surviving that. Alright. For Alligator, even with the sun up, I have to switch out. I have a Grass type. Why not? It's such a safe choice. All these Johto starters are like canceling each other out in the best way. So let's use Leech Seed Don't judge me. I'm just very cautious at this stage of the game. You know, anything could happen. Critical hit slashes. I don't know. Look tilts back and forth. Yep, there's one. Thank you very much. Razor Leaf isn't always reliable in Gen 2. It doesn't always crit. And yeah, when it doesn't crit, it does very middling damage. Pretty unimpressive. Alright, one more? Alright, awesome. So we got rid of the Feraligatr and the Meganium. What's left? Okay, not bad. Normally I would say this thing's a powerful little dog, but we have Reflect, so it's whatever. That is usually a very strong takedown. Get the sap going. Thank you. Not even Heal Bell can heal that. And yeah, and out of nowhere, randomly, it has Fire Punch. Stab Razor Leaf, come on. It still does next to nothing. That's okay, we're formidable. We're fortified, that's what it is. Alright, crit, come on. No. We have to endure another Fire Punch. Whatever, we're at Battle 7. Out of Battle 7. Pretty easy, pretty fun. Again, it's it's like a mirror match here. Not bad. Maybe Grant is Baxter's son. I don't know. His other son, besides the baby in his arms. But Pokemaniac Pedro, he's in a whole other league here. But thankfully, we have a very well-balanced team to take his team on. There's no way we're going in without Feraligatr. And this was a very tough decision. I didn't know what to bring. I figure I can paralyze whatever comes out first. Unfortunately, Charizard has a Miracle Berry, I believe. And of course, Thunder Wave misses. He digs. Yep, he has the Miracle Berry. So I decided to just go for it when it pops up. Good damage, not enough. So if he's going to keep digging, I might as well curse up. We're already going first anyway. Oh, awesome. Charizard's got nothing. Oh, except Dynamic Punch. And it hits. But no, we're cool. We're all good. Now, there is a danger. If he does bring in Kingdra, it could use Swagger and just either make things 10 times worse or better. But that didn't happen. Machamp comes out. I probably should have gone for Earthquakes. I went for Hydro Pump instead, and I'm paying for it. There's a Seismic Toss. But then it hit me. Why is it using Seismic Toss? Well, I mean, I guess I have one stage of defense up, but, you know, he usually just goes for it. Still Seismic Toss. I gave up. Let's go Earthquakes. Okay, that's the Poke luck we got. There goes Machamp. Alright, Tyranitar comes out. Crunch is fine. We get one move here. We go for Hydro Pump. And you know what? That's the best we can do. Feraligatr has to stay in. We don't want anything taking a level 55 Crunch stab attack. He did his job.
What Pokemon will appear next? Oh, it's Meganium!
Okay. We don't even need Leech Seed. I don't care. We go first. Razor Leaf. Hits. And it knocks it out. That clenches the Poké Cup Master Ball. Good job, Grant. I did not think I was going to use Meganium in this battle very much, but he paid off. On to the Prime Cup. Let's go. Okay, first up is Last Terry, and she's not unlike the PokeFan female team from Poké Cup Master Ball. She has the trifecta of Grass, Water, Electric types and normal types. We, on the other hand, have a sextet of good types. We are well-rounded. Let's take her down. And let's switch on the fly. As Imrail's up first, we could go Thunder Punch. I don't want to risk it. I didn't bring Littlefoot this time. And it goes for Tail Whip. I don't know why it wouldn't, use Surf. It really likes using Return. Fine. We're going to need some help here. Speed this along. Still outspeeding. Curse number 2. No harm, no foul. We now lose out on the speed battle. Our defense is neutralized. Back to normal. All for a good cause. Alright, Brett seems like a good target for an Earthquake. If it weren't for that critical hit, we could have tanked the slam. Oh, almost. Whatever. Shake the ground, it's gone. I'd say she has stuff to use, like moves, like options, but she really doesn't. Not even Togetic, like Fly, Swift, Double Edge, and Safeguard. She has a very slow team. I did not like using it. But there we go, we gotta continue already. Well deserved. Just kidding, that's a non-story. This is another non-story. I mean, it's Black Belt Yang, like the Detect team. We need James for this one if we're going to play the Saboteur. Nidoking is a problem. It'll use Detect right away, but I have to switch to a Pokemon that can get rid of it. Right, that's scripted, so... Earthquake on the Switch? Okay, Wobbuffet's gonna take some damage, that's for free. That's totally fine, let's switch back to James. Really? You took just the Earthquake? This is what you wanted? And now you bring in Hitmonlee? Alright, well... You're kidding. You're switching again? Well, I thought you would use Detect, so I raised my attack power. And you bring back Wobbuffet? Well, I had the speed advantage, so I might as well go first if you're going to use Safeguard. Hey, Sleep Powder works. Great. Alright, get the attack nice and high. And kaboom. One Pokemon fewer to switch to. One Pokemon less. No, it is fewer. Yeah. Alright. Lee comes out. Raise our attack to the maximum. Again, totally free. We outspeed Hitmonlee. And goodbye, Lee. Hitmonlee had the Quick Claw. Poké Claw. Alright. Nidoking. I probably should have switched out instead of going for Sleep Powder and leaving him in. But I figure maybe Sludge Bomb will work. Maybe I can just put him to sleep. Uh-oh, Horn Drill. And it works. Bye, James. I'm sorry. I feel bad. I should have switched out. That was my fault. You know, sometimes I play these cups like one after another and I get tired. I'm not thinking clearly. Can we one-shot? No! Oh my god. One Horn Drill again. Oh, that was close. Body slams. Got it. Lava Fed at the focus band that time. Alright, one continue. That's fine. Did not expect the Horn Drill to actually hit, but here we go. We got a standard battle now against Birdkeeper Adam. We have a fair amount that can use Rock Slide. And we have Thunder Punches at our disposal. Surfers. Like, we're good. Great setup. Charizard does a pretty good speed. One shot. Yes. And the flying type hurts it. If only it were dragon type. Toxic. Darn. I mean, whatever. Hydro Pump. Sweet. Tri-Attack, no status. Dodged. And Rock Slide hits. Wonderful. Moving right along. Whatever. Rock Slide the little thing. Oh man, critical hit. That one felt like it should have been a critical hit, you know? Tiny bird getting pummeled by rocks. How do you come back from that? Well, that's 3 battles down, 2 continues. Let's keep going to Cool Trainer Gloria. This is where the difficulty starts to ramp up just a little bit. She runs a Hypnosis team. We want to outspeed the Stantler and take it down first, before it can start using Return for days. And Dugtrio does have the speed, but it does not have the defense. I didn't assume she would know that, so I started out with Substitute. She does not use Hypnosis and goes right for Return, which of course breaks the Substitute. So, you know, if all gloves are off, if the gloves are off, Earthquake away. Whenever I battled Stantler in like silver, gold, whatever, I used to think it was tougher, at least in battle. I don't know, for some reason, like, it was rare, you couldn't find it, you didn't battle it a lot, it wouldn't faint. Hypno comes out. I seriously thought about switching, but figured it was just for the best. Let's do damage. Yeah, nobody wants to eat like a stab psychic attack. Right. Hydro Pump, please hit. Come on. Okay, let's try again. Really? I give you Hydro Pump for the extra power, and you can't take down Hypno? It's okay. Hypno's pretty strong with special defense. Alright, Stantler, Hypno, what else? Okay, Victory Bell. Doesn't have a grass move. So I'm battling. Alright. Using Swagger. I decided just go for it. And it pays off. Kaboom. Alright, 4 battles down. 2 continues. And halfway to the end of the Prime Cup. I hate making these sacrifice bunts, but, you know, if we're gonna win, we gotta win. Alright, Fishman Chase, we have to be wary of the Wobbuffet. No. Quagsire. And there it is. It shows up right away. Thankfully, it only has Dig, so we can outspeed it and get some early surf damage on it. Ooh, a lot of surf damage. But we can switch over to Littlefoot. Nice. Razor Leaf away. Alright. Oh, now the critical hit. Nice. Leftovers will put us at full health. 2 Pokemon to go. Montine. Now this thing just hates grass types all in general. Like, it's built to combat grass types, so let's bring in Lantern. Sorry, back to Glimmer. It's like the perfect counter to Montine. The only thing is, we have to slow it down before we can keep getting flinched by Headbutt. And yeah, it does happen. Annoying. Well, thankfully, now that he's Thunder Waved and paralyzed, this is our battle. We took it back. Go Thunder. Oh yeah. 6 times the damage. 6 Thunders. I mean, that's massive. Well, well, well. Turnish and Glimmer. Lantern has a Miracle Berry, although it has pretty weak attacks. Our speed's still down from Icy Wind, so yeah, we have no choice but to slow it down. We get paralyzed, but that's no big deal. Came prepared. And now we put Glimmer's strategy to the test. Paralysis and Confusion, the deadly combo. Will it pay off? Oh yeah, it is. Alright, Thunder for days. Let's go. Big damage, big damage. Oh, 2 confusions. Alright, hit it again. No! Oh, okay, well, hit yourself again. We're so lucky. 3 confusions in a row. And we're out of the battle. Good job, Glimmer. 3 continues, 5 battles down. Alright, Scientist Craig. Thankfully, we have a Doug trio, so we can outspeed most of the generals. The only one we can't outspeed is Electrode, but we wall him. Yeah, we need for Alligator because it does have the Miracle Berry, and Doug trio has the Bitter Berry, and the third one would have to be a random one. I'm thinking Typhlosion. I think if I remember right. We're going to substitute right away against the Persian, which we actually outspeed, which is wonderful. Alright, Crobat's fine. We have Rock Slide. Nothing to fear. Alright. Flying is fine. That's what the sub's for. Got him. Alright, attack boosted. We're good. And here is where I got greedy. I went for Earthquake. And of course, Focus Band kicks in. Confusion takes away my Bitter Berry. Do I learn my lesson? No. I go for it again. Not paralyzed, Focus Band kicks in, and I'm now confused, and I have to switch out. That is so unfortunate. And totally my fault. Still don't outspeed. Back to normal, and can a third Earthquake work? Yes. Right, Persian's back. Gives us some attack. Can we bypass it? Yes! Will it do it? No, of course not. Switch out. Alright, Slash is pretty weak. We just need one move to hit. Of course. Comes with the territory. Poké, luck of the draw here. Non-crit. Okay, we got the Surf. No Focus Band there. Hey, we got out of the battle unscathed. Makes 4 continues, 6 battles down. And we're off to the semifinal. Which is, in some ways, rivals the last battle in terms of difficulty with these Psychic and Water types. We need something strong to start off against the Mr. Mime. And believe it or not, yeah, I brought Littlefoot to the battle. Why? Leech Seed. It has been the saving grace against these baton passers, and it's gonna do it again. At least we hope. Oh! 85 accuracy. It's going down. So now is that at 65? Like, does it go up by 10% accuracy every time? I don't know how Double Team actually works. Just trying to hit it. Trying to paralyze it. Yeah, it's not doing any good. Littlefoot's done his job, and we can bring in for Alligator. He's self-sustaining now. Meanwhile, Mr. Mime continues to raise its evasiveness. Thank you for the HPs. You know what? I'm going to use Curse. Raise my own power a bit. She's passing Leech Seed onto her own Feraligatr. Nice. Now, her Feraligatr really doesn't have anything going for it. All it has is Slash, Bite, and Icy Wind. But it does like to use Screech a lot. And we just neutralized our defense. We're +2 in power now. Keep track. Now we're -2 defense. Let's go for an Earthquake already. Of course. Of course. She goes for Screech again. For -4. Go for Earthquake again, and of course it doesn't work. Yeah, my defense is at dangerous levels of low, so let's switch over back to Littlefoot. At least it can set up Reflect. And just reset our defenses here. Thank you, Leech Seed. Thank you, Leftovers. Reflect. This... Oh, you're really still going for Screech? That's honestly fine. Okay, Littlefoot is healed. Go for a Razor Leaf. We're still outspeeding. Oh, yeah, there's Icy Wind, of course. Alright, this is actually okay. Let's switch over to Feraligatr. We're coming in fresh. Screech works, of course, and Feraligatr survives. I'm switching right back to Littlefoot. That's another turn of healing. Goes for another Screech. And not this time. Nope. 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 Alright. Please don't be a Jinx. Alright, Lapras is actually okay. Look at all of that HP. It's got 400. Let's use Leech Seed on it now. Call me crazy. I'm leaving him in. Just for the moment. Alright, no freeze. Look how much we recovered. After an Ice Beam. Okay. Let's switch back to Feraligatr. We can at least use Rock Slide. Alright, we tanked the Ice Beam. Lapras has a lot of health that we can sap. Send the Rock Slide. Big damage. And we get a flinch. Lucky. Alright, one hit. I don't know why I'm switching out. I really don't know. Because now Littlefoot's paralyzed. I guess I did it to recover. We have the Mr. Mime that's there at the end. I guess I'm just trying to confuse it. Again, it's just the switching strategy. Get it to use moves that, you know, wouldn't be effective, and yet they are effective. Critical hit, thank you. Alright. Typhlosion against Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime-O. Alright, let's get him. Earthquake. Alright, decent damage. Thank God this thing doesn't have leftovers. Because here we go. Start that double teaming. Got him. Okay. We are out of the woods for now. And yeah, we'll revel in this victory for maybe 2 seconds. Johto starters are an amazing balanced group. They got us through the Ice Team. Thank you to Leech Seed switching. And funny enough, that's what's going to help here. We have nothing that can take on the Mew single-handedly. We have no choice but to play the long game here. And you'll see how I handle this. I start with Feraligatr. Of course, Mew has Thunder Punch. I wanted to see how much Hydro Pump would do. I'm like, okay, well, this isn't going to work. So, do I switch over to Glimmer? Do I switch over to Littlefoot? Well, Littlefoot could take a Thunder Punch, so we'll do that. We might even outspeed Mew, I forget. Nope. We have to risk a Blizzard, and it misses. We send Leech Seed. Now we're in the money. That really helps. So now we can just switch over back and forth between Feraligatr and Littlefoot. And just have it waste moves. The only thing we risk is getting frozen or paralyzed. I know, great risk factors, right? But still, taking down a Mew, this is really worth it. Thank you very much. It's a slow process, but it's working. The computer is none the wiser. I haven't been keeping count on how many blizzards it's been. This is at least 3. But even an Earthquake off-type from Feraligatr probably isn't enough to take down Mew. Alright, thank you, recovery. And we switch over one last time. Now we're ready to face whatever comes in. Yep, nothing at all. Alright, what else you got? Okay, that's fine. Well, we have a Miracle Berry here, so let's just go Hydro Pump. Let's battle. Confuse Ray, I don't care. Alright, decent. Now, it would take 3 or 4 Hydro Pumps. I don't know. But I'm switching back to Littlefoot. The method's working. Why fault it? And yes, I'm using Leech Seed again. It's becoming my favorite move of this run. And now we'll recover Feraligatr. He doesn't have time to rest. Like, he's a bruiser. He needs someone else to recover him. He's too good for it. Thank you very much. And kaboom. Now, what did you save? Muck, Tyranitar, Starmie, Ursaring. Oh, it's a Starmie. Okay, that's not terrible. We just have to survive Psychics and Surfs. Alright, that's Psychic 1. Not doing too much. No special drop. If we can get Leech Seed out, we've won. I'm not going for Razor Leafs yet. It's just too risky. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, well, we have to get it. Third Psychic. Ooh, we got it that time. Alright, let's burn through the Psychic type. Well, yeah, Psychic type, but Psychic type move. Let's burn through him. What is this, Psychic 4? Let's debilitate Starmie even more. Let's paralyze it. Psychic 5. You guys can say whatever you want about my playstyle. I don't risk it at this level. Give him the little glimmer, confusion, paralysis thing. Awesome. That strat is lovely too. It's all work coming together. Safe Surf. Remember, Starmie has the Bright Powder. Psychic 6. Or whatever it is at this point. Will this do it? Announcer seems confident. Yes, that is it. Camper Grant has done it. Conquered Marty, conquered the Prime Cup. Gotta continue on the last battle, that's saying something. Let's analyze the entire run. Camp Log Entry 2. Camper Grant's Little Cup team has emerged from the woods flawlessly. There was really nothing to fear here, except for that well-rounded Mew. Thankfully, the AI can't predict switching too well, and we overcame the formidable Legendary. If there's one move that helped us out, though, it was Leech Seed. It wore down the baton passers, healed the generals that couldn't, and fared as an excellent stall tactic. The generals owe their health to Littlefoot and his clerical moveset, and speaking to the generals, the Johto starters rocked it, and they were used in practically every battle for their well-rounded type coverage, girth, speed, and power. Special shout out to Feraligatr, who once again helped us through the Poké Cup with a massive level advantage. Typhlosion fared similarly, but it was just annoying having him paralyzed all the time. Dugtrio was another general that stood out with his incredible speed and coverage. Substituting at the right time got us some nice power boosts and free turns, so I'm gonna miss him. And Glimmer and James were our saboteurs. We didn't use them that much, but I'll give them some credit. They were useful for their designated purposes, and both of their debilitating strategies worked this time, so that's impressive. Grant may have finished his camping trip, but Pokefan Janet's Little Cup team is just getting started. Now, I'm not sure if they mixed them up, but her team looks like it was captured wandering caves and forests, whereas Grant's team looks more Johto trendy, but who knows. More on that when the Gauntlet continues next time. I'm ViscountKdub. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more Gauntlet, and the Gauntlet's back in action. Celebrate with a nice campfire, and I'll see you next time.